Hi there, and welcome back to Clarkenomics. In this video, we're going to talk about something called the supply curve. But before we do that, we're going to set this up as something called a supply schedule. So a supply schedule in this early situation here is for one producer producing one single product, right? Now, if you watch the video called revenue or the video called cost or the video called profit, we talked about Pete's Pizza. So this would be a supply schedule for Pete's Pizza. And the way to read this is at each price, Pete's going to have a different quantity supplied. So the price is the independent variable and the quantity is the dependent variable. This works almost the same as it does for demand, except for one little difference. So again, if the price of a pizza is $5, Pete's quantity supplied is 1. Price of a pizza is $10, that makes Pete's quantity supplied 2. The only difference between this and demand is that you'll notice that it's not an inverse relationship. As the price rises, the quantity supplied also rises. With demand, it was the opposite. When one went up, the other went down. But here, they both move in the same direction. So we can take this supply schedule and we can graph it. That's how we're going to make our supply curve. So the supply schedule is seen over here on the side. And so if the price of a pizza is $5, Pete's quantity supplied is going to be 1 pizza. There it is down there. If the price of a pizza is $10, Pete's going to supply 2 pizzas because that higher price is an incentive for Pete to produce more. His profit maximizing quantity of pizzas is now going to be higher. If the price of a pizza is 15, Pete's going to produce 3. If the price of a pizza is 20, Pete's quantity supplied is 4, there, and there. And so from going through this, we are building out a supply curve, an upward sloping line where price is the independent variable and quantity supplied is the dependent variable. So a supply curve is always upward sloping like this because of the law of supply. The law of supply is just basically stating that there is a positive relationship between price and quantity. So when price goes up, quantity supplied goes up. When price goes down, quantity supplied goes down. Unlike demand, where it was one goes up, one goes down, again, here it's a positive relationship where they move in the same direction. Still, though, you have to be careful about how you phrase things, right? Proper phrasing is key. Don't just wing it. So imagine the price of buffalo wings increases. Will producers sell more or fewer buffalo wings? Well, they're going to sell more because don't forget, high prices are an incentive for producers. Consumers hated high prices, right? They don't like them. But producers, which is who we're talking about with supply, producers love high prices. So if the price of buffalo wings increases, the quantity supplied of buffalo wings is going to rise. But you have to be real careful about how you say this. Don't do this. Don't say the supply of buffalo wings increases. That's not what's going to happen, right? Because essentially supply is that whole line, just like before, and the line did not move, right? We just changed the y variable here. So the right way to say this is saying the quantity supplied of buffalo wings increases. So a change in price does not change the supply curve. It doesn't shift the supply curve. It just means a change in the quantity supplied. We're moving along the supply curve. So this works just like demand. That phrasing is really important though because a change in demand and a change in quantity demanded meant different things, just like a change in supply and a change in quantity supplied mean different things. And we can also take the idea of supply and apply it to market supply. So not just looking at Pete's Pizza, but looking at all the producers of pizza in a given market. So we've got our supply schedule for the entire pizza market: Pete, Chow's, Green Hills, and Margarita's Pizza, right? Some 4 great pizza places in this market. We're going to again assume these are the only 4 sellers of pizza in this market here. And so from this, we can set ourselves up a nice market supply curve of pizza. So for instance, the market supply at a price of $5 is 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 10. And so the market supply at that price is 13, right? So 5, 13, right there. And why is this 0? Well, apparently this price isn't high enough to make Chow's Pizza want to produce any pizza at all. Maybe there could be reasons for this. Maybe they'd be taking a loss if they produced a pizza for $5. We don't know. But let's just say it's there. And as the price increases to $10, the market supply is now 19. 2 plus 4 plus 13. And so as the price goes up, the quantity supplied goes up. Add these numbers together, 26. There you go. Keep going. 33, right there. 40, there, and 47. So the market supply of pizza is just a combination of all the quantities supplied of all the different producers in a market. But one thing that you might notice is that not all of these producers react the same way to price changes, right? So when, for instance, the price went from $5 to $10, Pete doubled the amount of pizza that he made. He went from 1 to 2. Chow's Pizza went from producing none to producing none. Didn't change at all. Green Hill Pizza doubled their quantity supplied. Margarita's Pizza only increased their quantity supplied by a third, right? So every producer reacts differently to changes in price. This is due to something called price elasticity of supply. And that's going to be the topic of another video. So that's how supply generally works. You just have to remember it's an upward sloping line. Producers like high prices, and that a change in price changes the quantity supplied. Thank you for watching.